Hello, hello, everyone. It is B with the B code, and I am back at you again with another live. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all of my subscribers and those who watch my videos. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting my channel. Please feel free to hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, participate, leave your comments in the comment section once the video is over. Now I saw now let me first say this. As you can tell by the title, a low value woman teaches her sons not to value you. Let that sink in. I saw this video a couple of times, out here in these Facebook streets. So today I said, let me go ahead and address this mother and her son, but particularly the mother, because as we can see, the son is young, uh, still wet behind the ears, still looking to his mom for advice on every single little thing in his life. And he has just simply not reached manhood yet. So, with that being said, the mother, she sounded on point. Oh my God, on point. And, you know, I would have to say that maybe, some of the things that she was saying was valid at this point in time in her young son's life. However, when her son decides that, he finally wants to really get out there in the dating scene and start to date older adult women, he's going to find that the first impression is the most lasting impression, right? So when he meets that woman in life that he wants to uh, see, marry, have children with, and different things of that nature, he's going to find that in order to grab her attention and keep it, he's going to have to do things that impress her from the start, right? Now, I will be the first to agree with this mother. If you are dating and you are dating multiple women and you aren't looking for a serious relationship, you're just looking to, what do they call it? Sow your oats or sow your oats and, have a good time, then, you are probably going to have to. Um, Indulge in one step below the most expensive thing you're going to be doing with a woman out on a date. But I guarantee you that if the caliber of woman that he's going to want to be his wife, she's not going to accept a walk in the park as a first date, or going to get some ice cream as a first date, or sitting at home, her making a meal and watching a movie as a first date. Those aren't dates, those are outings. Okay. A grown woman would define that as an outing and not a date. So don't call it a date if you're not going to provide a date. It's an outing. Oh, well, how about we go and um, get take have a walk in the park, get some ice cream or whatever, so that we can get to know each other a little bit better. Right? Those types of things. A lot of times what these men don't understand, because they're so eager to get to the coochie, that they don't want to take the time to get to know a woman. So no, you don't on the first date, unless you just got it like that, unless you yourself is used to treating yourself in that manner, high class manner, then you're not gonna, as a grown man who likes fine dining and different things of that nature, you're not gonna shortchange yourself. So, which means that if you're gonna ask a beautiful young lady out on a date, you're gonna take her to your normal spots. You're not gonna say, "Oh, well, this is a woman I don't plan on being with or whatever, and I'm just looking to have fun, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take her to the Red Lobster." Well, as a grown man with class, integrity, high standards, um, professional, he's not going to want to himself be seen at the Red Lobster. And this is what this woman doesn't understand, because she has a low value mind, and there was probably no man that's ever taken her to an expensive place. But I can tell you from my own experience, before I even reached the age of 21, I was taken to very nice restaurants because the type of men that I dated, they wouldn't be dare, they wouldn't dare be caught at the Red Lobster. Now, if you're just, if you're having fun and you're on a date with your man, and a lot of okay, I'll just put it like this. One time my whole family, a guy that I was seeing, which ended up being my one of my kids' fathers, he wanted to take my whole family out so that we could all have a conversation, get to know each other, and he just wanted to be around my family. I think back at that time, Sizzler was one of the most popular restaurants back in the early 2000s, 90s, 2000s. So, we went there. But when we would go places by ourselves, he would take me to the spots that he frequented. So he didn't base where he took on me based on, oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to be with this woman and I this and that. No, he took me to the spots that he frequented. Why would he go and take me to uh, someplace he doesn't even go to? So this is what kind of like doesn't make any sense to me. How are you gonna shortchange yourself so that you can shortchange someone else? That's just stupid. But anyway, let's take a listen to what this mother had to say, and then I want to read some of the comments that were made about this video. Here we go.
And him about the first restaurant he gonna take you to. What's the last restaurant your daddy took you to? Because you shouldn't be coming to him to be your daddy. That's not his role. It's a first date. I want y'all to bring that down to level 3.
Now, see, she's saying he's not here to be your daddy. That's right, ma'am. But it's not the last restaurant my daddy took me to. It's the first and last restaurant my daddy took my mama to, because I ain't never dated my daddy. I don't my daddy, I was never in a relationship, romantic relationship with my daddy. So first of all, ma'am, it wouldn't be where my dad took me. It would be where my dad was taking my mom, right? But this is how when you have a woman's mind that's in the gutters. It's from the gutter, and this is how she's raising her son with a gutter mind, right? And it kind of doesn't make any sense, because the daughter is seeing how the father is treating the mother, right? So this is what the man that she's gonna date, who she wants, the man to emulate. She wants an image. She wants to date in the image of her father. Well, shit, my dad used to take my mom to all kinds of fancy restaurants that children don't go to, ma'am. So the mom comes home and she comes home. She has flowers in her hand. She has a little gift that dad bought her. And she's able to brag and say, "Oh, me, your dad just took me to so and so restaurant. And, this is a very expensive, nice restaurant, honey. So you make sure when you find your man, you make sure that he is able to do the things for you that your dad was able to do for me, his wife, the mother." So I don't know where this woman is coming from with her silliness. But anyway, let's keep going.
Y'all way on 10 with this foolishness and want to embarrass somebody. My second question is, have you ever been anywhere? Where do you take yourself? Let me see your checkbook.
Well, here's the thing with that, ma'am. Where I would take myself would be somewhere that I would hang out with my girlfriends. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to take myself to an expensive restaurant, and I know how to cook. And I classy women don't do that. Classy women don't dine in an expensive restaurant alone, ma'am. Hello? We don't do that. Okay. And when you're dating a gentleman that has some class about himself and that has upgraded his life, why wouldn't he want to bring the woman that he's dating into his world? We are supposed to be going into his world. He is not supposed to be coming into our world, ma'am. So, no, I'm not going to take a man that I'm dating to the spots that I frequent because there might be a gentleman there that likes me, and I may conversate with him every now and again at the spots that I frequent. But 9 times out of 10, when a man is taking a woman and bringing a woman into his world, it usually means it's a couple's world, right? We don't even see these men like really dining at an expensive restaurant by himself. What is he trying to impress himself? No, he would be taking a nice young lady to an expensive restaurant unless he is maybe dining out with his friends or he's dining out at a business meeting or something of that nature. But it just doesn't make sense for a man to be going to expensive restaurants by himself, and it doesn't make any sense for a woman to be going to an expensive restaurant by herself, and not unless she's going with her friends and they're just dining out for the evening, right? And there are several women that do frequent expensive spots, but she's not going to bring her man into those spots. She's going into his spot. So I mean, it's just it's bad direction from a mother. uh she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's pocket watching her son, and she's pocket watching the women when she doesn't even know how to appropriately come online while she has on her bathrobe, looking like, she's about to turn in for the evening, or not even like she just woke up because, her hair is not in disarray, but she looks like she's about to turn in for the evening, right? So a mother who has been taken to nice places and nice things done for her, this is what she's going to be telling her son, you can't go out here and embarrass me and embarrass your dad and be and taking this woman to the sugar shack. No, you got to get yourself together. You got to learn how to dress. You got to learn how to speak. You got to learn where these nice, expensive places are. You got to have the budget for it, or else you don't date. But if you're just looking for some coochie play, then you might want to head on down there to the projects, or you might want to head on down there to the lower class neighborhoods just to find some women that will accept the red lobster and different things of that nature, meaning you need to date within your budget, sir. But let's continue.
registry. Let me log into your bank account and see what you feed yourself on a regular basis. Where do you take yourself for lunch?
Ma'am, we be working. We too busy working. We don't have to. We go to Subway for lunch, ma'am. We'll have some McDonald's, a burger and some fries, or, we'll go to Capriati's and get something to eat, or, Whole Foods or something like that. Because 9 times out of 10 we're working. Now on Saturday and Sunday, on Saturday, we're trying to get the house together, so we're pretty much having lunch at home, right? On Sunday we're getting ready for work. The fact of the matter is that your son wants some coochie, ma'am. And I'm sorry to say it like this. Your son is out looking for sex, ma'am, right? And there are just women whose standards are, listen, partner, what did little Kim said? If you want a cheap trick, you better go down a freak nick. A cheap chick, you better go down a freak nick, right? Don't come over here. You can't afford me. Keep your eyes off of things that you cannot afford, which is a classy woman who knows how she wants to be treated and expects to uh, either remain within inside of the finer things in life, but she just in no way, shape, form, or fashion want to be dragged down from the finer things in life. And to answer your question as far as what we eat, baby girl, we be in here having seafood boils. We be in here with steak and lobster and shrimp. We be in here with that good soul food. Quit playing. Quit playing. You act like we eat noodles every day of the week, or you act like we can't afford to take ourselves out to somewhere nice. We can, but if this man is all up in my face trying to get some coochie, he's not gonna get it for Red Lobster Day. Or if he wants to be in my presence and he wants to take me out and he wants to show me a good time, it's gonna have to be worth my while, right? Now I'm all for, as a woman, you don't even plan on being with this man. You're just out here having fun with him. So a lot of times it don't even matter. Like, we can go on the Las Vegas trip and just walk around and talk. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm not looking for no long-term relationship with you. So no, I really don't expect for you to be doing all kind of expensive things for me, because it means that I'm gonna have to cater to all your bullshit. So yeah, let's go get some ice cream. Let's go have some coffee. Let's go hang out. Let's do this, because I'm not serious about you anyway, because your standards of living is low. And do I want to remain in a low standard of living? Hell no. Right? So that's why I say, if you're out here dating and you're looking for a serious relationship, and you want a woman to respect and value you and brag about you and be safe and secure in your presence, you're not going to take her to a restaurant in the hood. And that's usually where a lot of the low class restaurants are, is in the hood. And I really don't even want to call them low class restaurants. I'll call them family restaurants, right? Don't take me to no family restaurant. Take me to a restaurant where a grown man and a grown woman is supposed to be having a nice time with no children around, or well behaved children around, right? But no, a special date, you don't bring children. And that it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, honey, we eat steak and shrimp and lobster. Sometimes I'll be, do them oxtails and them lamb chops and different things of that nature. Man, we're eating good. Your son looks like he can't provide those things, right? So your son shouldn't even be given the time of day, right? Look at his attire. Look at his appearance. He still looks like he carries a basketball around, throwing it up in the air as he walks across the street, and bounces it as he walks across the street. He doesn't even look like he's ready to sit down at a restaurant and have a meal with a woman. He doesn't even look like he knows how to carry himself. All he looks like is he knows how to eat some burgers and some fries and a Subway sandwich, ma'am. Right? So there's no need. Bring it down a couple of notches, Tyra, about your son, because he don't even look like he's ready for the world. Okay, you look like you still cooking macaroni and cheese and fried chicken for him, honey. So bring it on down a couple of notches.
or dinner? That's the next question I want you to answer. And then the third thing about this, yeah, come on back over here because I need you to understand what time it is. A real lady is gonna be there for the purpose of what it's for. She's not looking for food because she's hungry.
No. See, a lady is gonna, is you say it's gonna be there for the purpose of what it's for, ma'am. The purpose of a man and a woman even getting together and giving each other the time of day is supposed to be so that they can get together, uh, you know, intertwine their resources, start a family, and live happily ever after. Right? But these men of today, that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So, what a shitty way to make a woman feel, a woman that you don't want to be with, that you just want to have sex with. What a shitty way to make her feel like she's not even worth a nice dinner. It's not even the fact that she wants to eat, right? It's just the fact that she wants to be in the presence of a real man who knows how to treat a woman. You never know where it's going to go, right? We want to be in the presence of other people with class. Why do we always got to get taken to the cheapest places, right? Why do we always have to be treated as if we have no value? Obviously, there's something valuable about us because you're in our face. So, ma'am, how about you try and tell your son to stay out of these women's faces? Okay, because he looks like you still buy his clothes. Okay, or he looks like he's still in the clothes that he was wearing in high school. He's not even upgraded his fashion. He got them old psychopath glasses on. He got earrings in his ears as if he's a feminine woman. He has hair like he's a feminine woman. And I don't know what this thing is he got on top of his head. I don't know. Y'all must be in the snow somewhere. But he's very inappropriately dressed for you to be bragging about your son and talking about how the women he's dating is looking for a daddy. He looks like he still needs his daddy, ma'am. So bring it on down a couple of notches. Okay, let's continue.
That she can't afford so she can take it to go and get a doggy bag. I'm gonna wrap this up to go. Why? You ain't gonna have food tomorrow? That's a poverty.
No, it's not a poverty mindset, ma'am. The fact of the matter is if he's dating men, if she's dating men, and he's taking her to good soul food places in the hood. A lot of times, a man doesn't like his money to be wasted. Okay, so in all actuality, taking the leftovers home is a sign of respect. Like, this is good food. You've taken the time to bring me out. You've paid for this meal. So let me go ahead and take the rest of it home so I don't look like I'm unappreciative or I didn't like the meal, right? That could be one reason why she's taking a doggy bag home. Another reason is that after you finish drinking and talking and eating, by the time you get home, guess what, ma'am? You're going to be hungry again. And do you really feel like getting up in the middle of the night or by the time you get home, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and cooking up something? No, you're going to pop them leftovers in a doggone microwave and you're going to finish the meal. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? So, I mean, there's just so many, there's just so many ways to have a date and so many things that you can or cannot do on a date, or that you should or should not do on a date. Now, because the man will say, he'll be like, dang, I took this girl to a restaurant. I spent $75 on her meal and she left the majority of the steak behind. She didn't even eat all her meal. I'm not taking her nowhere else. But a sign of respect is to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of this home. A lot of times, restaurants, they overfill your plate. And this is why you got a lot of overweight women and overweight men. You're simply getting too much food put on your plate. You don't need a 12-ounce steak and a whole heaping 2 scoops of mashed potatoes and 6 servings of vegetables, and then some dessert, and then something to drink with that. And then, I mean, come on, it's too much food in itself. So that's why when you see some people eating at expensive restaurants, you be like, dang, it's not even enough food on here. No, it is enough food on there, because you're not trying to really fill yourself up on a meal. You're actually trying to get to know the person across the table from you and have a good time. So when you have so much food on your plate, you're more focused on eating this food on your plate than you are talking to the person that's sitting across from you. So, like I said, there's so many different ways to date, and there's so many different restaurants to go to, and there's so, I mean, come on now, 105 pound, 5'9" woman who's watching her weight, she's not gonna want a whole 12-ounce steak put in her stomach. No, that's why they go to them restaurants that, fix up them little, look like little food that's shaped like Snickers. They like you get them 2 Snickers in a pack, not the long ones that come one in a pack, but I mean, the food is on the plate like in the shape of a little Snicker. A little grass on here, a little sauce spread around. Got your glass of wine. So by the time you take 3, 4 bites of that food, you're done. Now you can focus on having a conversation, have a conversation with the person sitting across the table from you. But see, low class black men don't know this type of etiquette, right? They don't know this kind of dining. They don't know. All they're worried about is my money, my money, my money, my money, my money. If you ain't got it, stay home. Because also a man has to be careful of his reputation. Girl, don't date him, honey. He cheap. He don't know how to dress. He gonna take you to get some cheap coffee. It's not even gonna be an expensive coffee. Then he gonna watch what you ordering, girl. Nobody's gonna want to date your son, man, because he's cheap. So he gonna end up whacking off for the rest of his life if he doesn't learn how to treat a woman. You know, the little thing that stands up when they in the mood to have sex. He gonna be using his right and left hands for a very, very, very long time, unless you show him or teach him how to treat a woman. It is what it is. I don't know who said. Did Cardi B say this? Broke boys don't get no coochie. Yeah, ma'am. But this is one of these women. These women. She hasn't herself been treated to fine dining, right? You can tell by how she all hooping and hollering on the doggone screen, and she's pulling her son. Her son ain't got no male example in her life. The daddy off somewhere having fine dining, with some young hottie and different things of that nature. And she's sitting at home with a bathrobe, looking crazy. So ain't nobody ever took her to a nice restaurant and done nice things for her. Because if you have been treated that way, this is how you're going to tell your son to treat women. Money comes and goes. If this is a beautiful woman, she takes good care of herself, and she has decided to go out on a date with you, you better take her somewhere nice. You better impress her. Don't leave a bad impression, because she's gonna be looking at you. She's gonna be wondering about your daddy, and she's gonna be wondering about your mama. Like, dang, I don't know what kind of dude this is, but his mama ought to be ashamed of herself. This how they raise their son to treat women and take care of women. No, ma'am, your son is too young for you to be having this conversation with him. Okay, he ain't got it, ma'am. You can relax now.
Poverty mindset. So a first date, again, is to get to know the person, to hang out, have fun. Y'all,
Ma'am, children hang out and have fun. Okay. Hi, Subone. Hi, Subone. Children hang out and have fun, right? Adults go out and learn each other, right? Hanging out, having fun sounds like going to a basketball game or going to a football game, a college football game at that, not even a professional game. Okay. Hanging out says, yeah, going walking out on a Vegas strip, or going to uh, a lake and sitting and having a conversation. But the fact of the matter is, these are what I would describe them as. I would describe them as getting to know one another before the first date, and this is what we fail to realize. Remember back in the day, this is how it used to happen with me back in the day. I would be out. A guy would approach me. We exchange numbers and different things of that nature. And what we would do is he'd be like, "Hey, can I just come over and talk to you for a minute?" Sure, come over and talk. That's not a date. We're gonna sit in the car. We're gonna get to know each other. Or we're gonna sit on my porch and we're gonna get to know each other, right? Or he's gonna say, "Hey, me and my friends, we're going to uh, Universal City Walk, or we're going to House of Blues. Did you want to come?" Oh, sure. That's not a date. That's what you would consider like, we're just gonna meet up and we're gonna see. I want to see how you dress. I'm gonna see how he dressed. We're gonna see how we carry ourselves, and we're not gonna be this one-on-one, close and intimate on right now. We're gonna go and be around people to get to know one another, and then if we find that we want to take it a step further, then I'll invite you out on a date. But like I said, these men be so eager to get some coochie that they done skip all these steps. I haven't seen you in a minute, Subo. Where you been? Where you been? I done did 1,600 lives and you haven't even been here. No, I'm kidding. I've only done a couple. But anyway, it's nice to see you. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is that dating just is not like it used to be back in the day. Um, you do have a lot of gold digging women. I'm gonna give mom that. You do have a lot of gold digging women, but I wouldn't even describe them. Well, a gold digger for me would be like a woman that wants you to just drop her off $3,000 and you might not never see her again. That's a gold digger for me. Somebody that's just gonna ask you for some money and she don't want nothing to do with you. She don't want to go out with you. All she gonna do is give you some conversation, right? She ain't serious about you. She's just looking for gold. But when you're talking about, actually dating somebody, you men, you don't know how to do it anymore. You so itching, you got an itch that needs to be scratched to where you're just doing whatever. And then you're dating too many women. This is why you can't afford to take a woman out to a nice place, because come you got what, 4 Fridays in a month. You don't went out every freaking Friday or Saturday of the 3 Fridays or Saturdays, and then by the time you get to the fourth date, you broke. You men you're dating too much. You're looking at these women, you're looking at them as sex objects, and you want to be in getting each of their pants. So you're coming out the pocket, right? Instead of picking one woman, dating her for a time, spending money on her for a time. If you don't like her, you don't want to continue to see her, okay, then you cut that off and you move on. But now y'all be trying to date 10 women in a month and be wondering why you broke and with a bad attitude, and your mama's on social media talking about my son ain't gonna be your daddy. But anyway, let's continue.
I should be laughing and talking. It don't need to be a steakhouse. We don't even know if you worth a steak. You might just be worth a piece of bread.
Well, but ma'am, Jesus said man can't live by bread alone. I get so sick of these people trying to shortchange women. You know this coochie is valuable as hell, ma'am. Cut it out. Cause if this coochie wasn't valuable, your son wouldn't be up in my face, right? These men wouldn't be up in all these women's faces if that coochie wasn't valuable as hell. It's just some women have realized how valuable that coochie is, and you're gonna pay for the value of this coochie. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Okay, you're not gonna play inside these panties, right? If you let every man that approach you play inside your panties, you might as well be a hooker on the streets. Okay, be selective, right? A lot of time, I don't know. For me, I just suggest that you get to know the person, or I mean, shit, you at least know how to find them. But if these women slept with every man that was up in their faces, Houston, we will have a problem if they're not getting treated to steak and lobster, ma'am. But this is one of these bitter women who doesn't know how a woman is supposed to be treated. Therefore, she can't tell her son how to properly treat a woman. Right? See, right now, she's the provider for her son, so she can't see past the provisions that she's giving to him. She's teaching him according to what's going on in her own pockets, right? Instead of teaching him to get his own pockets and then on how to treat a woman. So his daddy must not have treated her appropriately. Therefore, she has no good memories. Therefore, she doesn't, her self esteem is low, her value is low, her mindset is low. So therefore, she's passing that on to her son, and she wants her son to go around here and carry himself like a low value, low minded man. Okay, I mean, it sounds kind of ridiculous. It sounds good, it sounds good, but teach your son to be selective and teach your son not to run behind every single cute booty on the planet Earth, right? Teach him to be selective. Teach him to date with a goal in mind. What's his goal and with when he's dating? Because if he's dating just to have sex, he better be taking these women to fancy restaurants and doing what he's supposed to be doing as a high value man if he ever reaches that status. Otherwise, he's going to ruin his reputation, and he's not going to be treated appropriately, and he's going to consistently be turned down because women talk, ma'am. We talk. Even if we just talking to ourselves, once we find out this man is a low-minded, low-value man, we're gonna be like, When we see that nigga phone, when we see his number, we're gonna be like, you better go play in somebody else's face, but you're not gonna play in mine. That is because you have ruined your reputation with that woman. Right? So a dating reputation is very, 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 very important. Oh, girl, yeah, date him. He gonna treat you real good. I mean, our personalities just didn't match. You know what I'm saying? He want to get married. He want to have some kids, but that's not what I want to do. Maybe you might get along with him. I don't know. He might have changed him. He might not want no kids anymore. But he just wasn't. It just wasn't it for me. I just didn't. I wasn't feeling him like that, right? Because we talk. And a lot of times, women don't mind sharing a man, or women don't mind you dating a man that she dated. I'm not dating him anymore. I done moved on. So have at it.
So, ladies, your ladies, grow up. Get some maturity about yourself. Y'all buying titties, lashes, booties, and everything else. And you want somebody else to feed you. Save
Ma'am, ma'am. See these titties and these booties? These men are paying to either see in a strip club or watch on a nasty video. So what when they're paying and they're not even getting nothing behind it, and you don't want your son to take a woman to a restaurant and spend some money on her up close and personal and in the flesh. So you mean to tell me they can go to the strip club and they can watch six booties on duty on stage, and they can drop $100 to $300, leave the club, and don't leave with nothing but with nut all over their drawers? But you got a problem with him being up close and personal with a nice female, taking to her a nice restaurant and spending $75 on a meal? Ma'am, you truly don't know what's going on in this world. So you mean to tell me that these men can, with these ladies that got this breast augmentations and this BBLs, he can pay two for $20 on some nasty movies that she's making, and by maybe at the end of the month, he done bought six of them videos, which is $120, and all he got to do was feel his hand? But you don't want him to spend $75 up close and personal with a woman and still get nothing at the end of the night? I mean, the math ain't mathing. The math is just not mathing. This woman is truly oblivious to what is going on in the world. She actually thinks that her son, I don't know, he looked like he could be 26. I'm just trying to 26, 27. He could be 28. I don't know. But you think that your son is innocent, and he's not looking at these titties and these booties and BBLs and breast augmentations and different things of that nature? You think he ain't spending no money on seeing coochie, right? I think you better check your Cox Cable internet functioning. You might want to check that search history, ma'am. You might want to pay attention to what your son is in a room doing late night. Ain't no woman in there. You're totally oblivious. So you want your son to be able to go up into these women's faces and hang out and play around. Nobody got no time to be playing. Nobody had no time to be playing. Your son, he doesn't even look like he have his own place. You know why? Because he over your house. Right? Does he even have a job? He looked like he should be at work. The sun is beaming out there. It's at work time or something like that. Should he be getting ready to go to work? Shouldn't he be at work? You're talking about a whole lot of things that don't make sense right now, or that's irrelevant right now. It doesn't even look like your son can take care of himself at this point in time. And you worried about him spending money on booty that could possibly help him better his future? Ma'am, you need a reality check, okay? That boy is as horny as the day his penis first got hard. Okay, cut it out.
your money, stop buying your body, and put it to the side so you can have some food.
So you see the mindset of this woman. Even a woman that's getting a BBL or breast augmentation, right? Does that mean that for the rest of her life she isn't going to have any money to buy any food? You see the mindset of this woman? Her mindset is stupid. Okay? Then that would be to say, if I went out and bought myself a purse at Walmart, oh, I ain't gonna have no more money left in the whole entire world because I done went and bought me a purse at Walmart. If I go out and buy me a pair of $600 shoes, oh my God, I done spent the last $600 that I'm gonna ever have in this world, and I ain't gonna never be able to feed myself again. How stupid is that? So she has a poor person's mindset. She has a poor person's mindset to say, hey, I'm afraid to spend money because I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to buy food. No, nobody's saying go out and spend your money, irrationally, but you have to spend money. So if you understand the movement of money, then you won't be so concerned about your son taking a woman out to a nice restaurant. What is if he spend that money on her, he ain't gonna have no money for the rest of his life? Stupid. I mean, it doesn't make sense. And that's why you have those men that know how to treat women. This is how you why you have those men who takes the risk and he gets himself a nice vehicle and he rents himself a nice apartment or he does, you know what I'm saying? Because he understands the movement of money. This is why he doesn't mind getting a woman's hair done, getting her nails done, getting her toes done, buying her an outfit and then taking her out and going and spending money on her because he already knows, baby, money comes and goes. If I spend this amount of money on this woman, it is not the end of the world. But you know what will be the end of the world? If I leave a bad first impression on her. Okay. Because a lot of women be like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So what I suggest for women that are dating, when you get in a car and you end up at the restaurant and it's not somewhere you know what I'm saying, you want to be, or if you don't like the conversation on the way to the restaurant, if he's giving you that vibe to where he's controlling and he wants you to tell him, every time you're about to go to the bathroom, you ain't gonna never get a minute's rest out of his presence. He gonna be calling you 24 hours a day while he at work checking up on you, see what you doing. Honey, exit stage left. Right? You want a secure man. You want a man that knows how to give you space. You want a man that knows how to meet your needs as a woman. You want a man that knows how to treat you, honey. And if you get that vibe like this nigga is not gonna know how to treat me, exit stage left and leave that door open for somebody else. Right? And then, sometimes you may have missed out on a good thing. You're gonna be kicking yourself for the rest of your life. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, let's continue.
That's not a man's responsibility. Now, once you dating a man, and once he get to know you, and y'all vibing, and he want to take you to a nice restaurant, guess what that means? You well deserving of that.
No, that's not what that means. A lot of times, these men will start off breadcrumbing you, right? And when you ain't falling for them breadcrumbs, when them panties ain't dropping according to them breadcrumbs, and he's feeling defeated, he gonna take it up a notch, and the breadcrumb gonna get bigger, right? And then when you ain't falling for that one, he lost that one, then he gonna up it up a notch with a bigger breadcrumb, right? And he gonna be like, damn, she still ain't falling for it. The panties still ain't coming down. Then what he gonna do is he gonna take you to a nice restaurant to see if the panties are gonna drop. It don't mean that he's gotten to know you and that he also likes you and he wants to be with you for the rest of his life. So now he's gonna take you to an expensive restaurant. No, these men will take you to a expensive restaurant. You go have sex with him and you'll never see him again, honey. It's the same. It doesn't matter if you go to the Red Lobster. It don't matter if he take you to an expensive restaurant. The whole purpose of this man being in your face is because he wants some coochie. Because think about it. Why is this man still single? Ma'am, why is your son still single? He could be happily married to a woman and building a life right now as we speak. But their main purpose is to get up in some woman's daughter's face just to get some coochie. Stop giving these. I say stop giving these men coochie. Don't give them none. Don't give them none. Right? And that's what women are supposed to be doing. And that's what they have this is what they've always supposed to have been doing. You don't just run out there and give a man some coochie and he ain't offering you nothing but a meal that you're gonna shit out the next day. So this woman she's put more value on food than she's putting on the woman. So what if a woman say, you know what, fuck the dinner, just give me the money so I can go spend it how I want to spend it. Then what say you? No, we ain't got to go to an expensive restaurant. Just go ahead, give me the $75, and I'll put that towards my nail and my next wig. How about that? And then you can come over my house, I can cook you some dinner. How about we do the money like that? How about we do it like that? No, fuck that. I don't want you to go spend 150. You about to take me to a restaurant and my meal was gonna cost $150. No, fuck that. Just give me the $150. I'm gonna go ahead and put it towards this bill. My toes need to be done, and I can find a better way to spend that money. Just give me that. You come on over here. I'm gonna cook you up a steak and some macaroni and cheese and some corn on the cob, and we good. See, the fact of the matter is that the reason women are having these men take them out to expensive restaurants is because the man haven't done shit else for them. Because he ain't getting her hair and her nails done and her toes done and buying her an outfit before the date anymore. Right? So when you take a woman out on a date and you got a problem with spending $75 on her, when in all actuality, her whole get up, her whole everything that will contribute to her appearance is about $300, and you thinking that you're gonna skip all that and take her out for the $75 meal, and you think she's gonna be happy with that? No. You done skip the hair, you done skip the nails, and you done resorted to feeding me, and I'm supposed to be happy behind that. See, mom, she's put too much on the value of food, and this is why women are at the doggone restaurant ordering a 12-ounce steak, 4 appetizers, 6 drinks, because she's trying to tell you, no, baby boy, you were supposed to rack up some money before the date. You ain't racked up money on the date. Okay? So, mom, keep your son out the dating scene. Keep him at home, making him his burgers and his french fries and his little blender milkshakes and different things of that nature. You might want to go ahead and keep him with the low mindset, the low value mindset, right? Because that's what you're teaching him, to have a low value mindset and not to value women and treat them how they're supposed to be treated. Nor are you enlightening him on the fact that one day he will have a family and he is going to have to be financially set in order to take care of one. Right? So you're going in the wrong direction, ma'am. You need to back it up, change courses, right? And get your young son some experience on how to treat women, because according to how he conditions himself to treat women, that's the caliber of woman he's going to end up with. Okay. All right. Let's continue. So a few minutes more, a few seconds more.
He think enough about you to make a reservation. But some of you don't have reservations about your mouth. You talk bad, you disrespectful, you ghetto, you trifling, you don't have an income that substantiates.
And you hear her how it wasn't even a break in what she said. That's why she doesn't have a man. That's why that boy's daddy ain't around, because this is how she runs her mouth and ridicules him. That's how she ridiculed him. You ain't got no money. You broke. Your mama didn't teach you what she was supposed to teach you. Now you want to come over here and you want to play these games with me. I don't have no time to play these games. You might as well go ahead and go out there and find you some other little female to play with, because I ain't the one. Now I got to get ready for work. What you about to do? Because these bills got to get paid and you can't afford to pay them. So I don't even know why I'm even allowing you to sit up in my house. And yet, nobody want to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear that. That's why, oh my God. In all fairness, There are men who strive for peace in their home, and there are women who strive for peace in their home. And I'm one of those women that strives for peace in my home. When I come home, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear about nobody's work problems unless it's my kids. If my kids need to talk to me, that's fine. I'm gonna conversate with them all day. But I don't want nobody, no other adult in my house coming at me like I don't know how to take care of business. Like it's my fault that X, Y, and Z is going on, and I need to do this. And I don't want to hear no nagging, right? So a lot of niggas out here that like to nag as well. I don't want to hear it. Okay. So if anybody ever asks me, Cole, why you ain't got no man? Because I want peace. Because I don't like to fuss and fight and argue. I like to have peace. I like to do what I want to do, cook what I want to cook, buy what I want to buy. I don't need no nigga around me trying to tell me how to handle my shit and he ain't even got his shit together. Okay? It just don't work like that. But anyway, let's continue because we almost done.
What you want this man to do. You don't reserve being lazy. You full out lazy. You have no reservations on that. But you want the men to make a reservation.
I know she didn't call women lazy. I know she didn't call women lazy. We some of the hardest working people on the planet. Okay? We carry the kids. We take care of the kids. We wash the dishes. We wash the clothes. We wash hair. We bathe the children. We sweep the floors. We mop the floors. We vacuum the floors. We cook. We grocery shop. We pay the bills. We go to work. We do all this, and you have the audacity to describe any woman as lazy? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And then you mad because we want your son that wants some coochie from us to take us out to an expensive restaurant and treat us as if he really gives a damn and coochie ain't the only thing he looking for. So you want us to be delusional about your son and his financial status. You want us to be delusional. And you're going to describe us as lazy out of all the work you've put in raising that boy, probably going to work, washing them clothes, washing them dishes, cooking, grocery shopping, paying bills, all by yourself, knowing how it is. You have the audacity to describe a woman that wants to be taken out and shown a nice time lazy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Now, you could describe that woman as lazy if she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing, and not a whole lot of things get done in her life. Yeah. Other than that, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
For a restaurant, but you don't reserve what's between your legs. You passing it out like candy.
No, actually not. Actually, women are not passing it out like candy. There are actually a whole lot of women that are doing things, and they don't your son, it doesn't even have the access to her to touch her. So I would say they're doing a lot of things with it, but I don't they're not having a lot of sex with it because you got, people out there that are just looky loos and settle for just looking instead of saving their money or taking their money and actually investing it into a real person, right? A face to face person, right? And here's the thing with that as well. A lot of women always talking about how this woman is doing X, Y, and Z with her, with what's between her legs. Ma'am, that's none of your business. It truly isn't. It truly isn't. You know why? Because you don't know what the next woman has been through or is going through. Right? Like I said, it sounds good, but this is a poor minded woman. right? She ain't got no, she got time to be talking about other women, but she doesn't have time to be appropriately dressed while she's on this video. I bet she was sitting here going off on her son, like, yeah, 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 yeah. And let me get on TikTok. I'm just gonna make a TikTok video because he, yeah, 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 yeah. Or he probably said, Mom, I met this female the other day and she want me to take her to so and so. She wants you to take her where? Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause yeah, 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 yeah. Cause yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm about to get on TikTok and I'm about to tell these women that my son is not gonna be their daddy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, good Lord Jesus. Woo! I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But anyway, honey, what another woman does with her coochie is it's none of your business. What the business is what your son want to do with her coochie. How about you have that discussion with him? See, son, because you want to be out here and you want to be playing these women's coochie for free, and these women got to get up and they got to go to work and they got to cook and they got to clean, they got to wash their clothes, they got to do the grocery shopping, they got to wash their own car and put gas in their own car. And you can't be thinking that you're about to go out here and play in these little young ladies' coochies for free. You're going to have to come with something. You're going to have to leave a good impression on these women. You're going to have to take these women serious. You're going to have to learn how to treat these women, honey, because I don't want no son of mine running around here thinking he going to play inside some woman's coochie making me look bad. How about she say some stuff like that? Right? Your son ain't got shit. He ain't got nothing to offer. So she doing all this hooping and hollering for nothing, and your son ain't got nothing. I know what he do got. He got he got an earring in each ear looking like your daughter instead of your son. Okay.
You rated E for everybody.
Oh my God.
She said, now that's funny. She said you rated E for everybody. But anyway, I just wanted to address that video because I thought it was kind of silly. You know, when you're trying to raise a man, a boy into manhood, if you don't have a father around, you're usually going to raise him based off the way you were treated by men, right? Yeah, you're going to give your son some game. You're going to tell him, the type of women to watch out for. But you're supposed to be telling him, date within your financial limits, right? Don't be running out here thinking you about to go get a woman that's driving a Benz, a BMW, and she got a nice professional job and she wears heels 24 hours a day, and she hangs out at expensive spots with her friends, and she's used to dating men that are making six figures. Don't think you about to bring your little $40,000 a year ass and play in her face, sir. Because that's what I tell my son. I bet, listen, honey, don't come in here talk about how you met some girl in the Benz. What is she used to dating? Okay, I mean, why does she even want to date you? You got to look at that too. You got to look at a person that is above your pay grade. You got to ask. You got to look at yourself and say, well, damn, this is where I am in life, and they're like 2-3 notches above me. So why would they want to date me? Like, I can just look at him and tell that I'm not even the caliber of woman that he would be looking for. I mean, like, what is he trying to Tina Turner me, make me over? I don't want to be made over. I don't want to be made over. If anybody's going to make me over, it's going to be me. I don't need a man coming in my life and try to, you know what I'm saying, make me over. Now, I don't need that. I'm cool with the way that I am. Now, if I want to make myself over, then that's what we're gonna do. But I'm not gonna let somebody turn me into their little puppet. I'm not gonna become some man's Barbie doll, right? You're not gonna play dress up with me, right? We're not gonna do that. So you have to ask yourself, like, damn, this nigga driving, I don't know, a Tesla, whatever the hell, the most expensive cars, and he got a nice place. Oh, this place look nice. Look at all this contemporary furniture in here, and it's decorated nice, and he really got a nice, cool setup here. What the fuck he want with me? You'd be like, what the hell? You need to be skeptical. What I don't know. What he want to have a threesome or something? He be thinking like, oh, a foursome. You know what I'm saying? What he looking for? I don't know I don't know what he looking for, cause it can't be me, because this man making so much money and his lifestyle is so up there. The fuck he want with me, right? Do he want to use my credit? Is his credit bad? Did he want to use my credit for something, or did he want to put something in my name? Because that's what these niggas are do. Do he want to put another house in my name or something? I mean, what the fuck is going on here? What does he want with me? You're always supposed to be skeptical when you're approached by a man that has way more than you. It's something that he wants from you, right? So you have to you can't just because he's on a high class level and he can afford to take you out to expensive restaurants, different things of that nature. You used to look at all these beautiful women around these restaurants, and it's dressed well, dressed nice, driving nice cars. Why the fuck would he want me with my Hyundai Sonata? He must want to put something in my name. But anyway, I just wanted to um address this video, and um of course spend some time with my viewers, give y'all a little live that y'all can uh watch and give y'all opinion on. Oh yeah, I did say I wanted to read some of these comments, so let me share my screen again so we can read these silly comments. I read a few of them, but um it was a whole bunch, but I only read a few. So let me go back to the top. So somebody said, LaShawn Davis said, so I get it if a woman says it's yes, preach, you right. But if a man says it's if you broke, just say that, or who hurt you. I don't understand that one. But there was 472 replies to that. I don't know if I want to click on that, but we're gonna click on it and let's see what it says. 472 replies. I didn't even understand what it was saying. So let's see. Words spoken by Mr. Alley. Unfortunately, it's one of the many double standards in the world. Oh, he got 32 replies. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. No, she sounds insane. I'll take my leftovers if I want. I got you, girl. I'm taking mine too, bitch, because I know I'm going to be hungry as hell at 2 a.m. Um, I'll take my leftovers if I want. I feel sorry for her son. She has no boundaries. I'm dead. I agree. I'm taking my left. She got 103 replies. We're not gonna go there. No, wait a minute. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. I'm sorry. She said I'll take my leftovers if I want to. So it said this. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is exactly why you should mind your culture and stay out of um someone else's that you clearly don't understand. Uh, she is factual. If you've never been past your front yard or corner, McDonald's, but have an expectation of a man to feed you steak 48 for a first date, you are insane. Even if you have been places, it doesn't give you the right to degrade. Now listen, like I said, you're not basing uh what a man can do for you, or what, what I'm saying. I always say, can you give me more than I'm holding myself? All right. So if I could take myself to McDonald's, what the fuck I need you for? Right? If I can only afford to take myself to McDonald's, then what the fuck do I need you for? If I'm going to be dating you for 7 years and still be living with my mom, what the fuck do I need you for? Okay. If I'm dating you for 2 years and I'm still wearing the same fucking Nikes and high heels that I had when I met you, what the fuck do I need you for? right? I mean, damn, if I'm still in the same lifestyle, uh, 2, 3 years, 4 years after I met you, what the fuck do I need you for? It means that you've come along and you've stagnated me, right? I don't want to be stagnated. When you double up with somebody, your lives are supposed to be upgraded, not stay stagnated in the same freaking spot. And then sometimes they even pull you down lower than where you were before. Okay. So if you think you're going to play in my face and take me to the places that I can afford to take myself, then what the fuck do I need you for? I can pay for this meal my damn self. Right. So a lot of people they just don't understand. I don't know their way of thinking is just it's poor. It's very poor. And it's I wouldn't say poor, it's in the poorhouse, right? Their mindset is to stay in the poorhouse. Okay. um you want to keep women. Why would you want to keep this woman in a poorhouse? What are you going to do? How are you going to excite her life if you just gonna take her to McDonald's where she used to take her to herself? Was she supposed to get excited when you pull up at the McDonald's drive-through? The fuck is she supposed to get excited when you pull up to the fucking Red Lobster? Bitch, no, I can take myself there. Matter of fact, I take myself to the Red Lobster. That's somewhere I'll go and have a meal by myself. Okay, but I'm not going to be looking like no damn fool going into an expensive restaurant paying a whole $125 for a 12-ounce steak and 2 glasses of red wine. You got me fucked up in some dessert. I'm not about to be sitting here looking like a fool. I'm sitting by myself and everybody else the fuck around here got a date. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. I mean, really. So, agreed. It's just a date trying to see if you like to go on another, and so on and so forth, to see if you even like each other or where it could go, to many sneaky links, I guess. Everybody in a hurry to waste their time, I guess. Good luck with that. Now, here's the thing. When you give a man your phone number, and I don't know if this is for you guys, but this is how it is for me. If I give a guy my phone number and I get on the phone and I talk to him, I can tell immediately if I like him or not. Matter of fact, if we just sat and had a conversation at our first meeting where we exchanged numbers and he on some silly shit, some bullshit, some immature shit, some controlling shit, I'm not fucking with you. You can tell that right off the bat. So, so a lot of times you're exchanging numbers in passing. So all you're able to say or see and say is, "Oh wow, you look very beautiful today. Um, would you like to exchange numbers so we can get to know each other?" And then, you say, "Yeah." And then he'll say, "Okay, well, I'm in a hurry right now. I'm on my way somewhere and I don't have a whole lot of time right now. So I will call you later and we can have a conversation." And you're like, "Sure." Right? When you get home and you get on the phone with him and you see the dumb shit that's coming out his mouth, why would you even want to take it a step further than that anyway? That is a part of getting to know this man. If he gets on the phone with you and you sound like a bobblehead, or you don't sound like something he's looking for, why the fuck would he take it a step further? Right? So that first conversation that you guys should be having for about an hour to an hour and a half to 2 hours should determine whether he wants to take you out on a date or not. Now, I'm not saying he needs to take you out and spend $300 on a meal for the two of you, but I mean, at least there are nice restaurants that you could take a woman to make her still feel like she has some that you feel like she has some value. Right. And in a lot of the restaurants that this woman is probably potentially talking about, your motherfucking son can't even afford. So shut the fuck. So I mean, let me not go off. So be quiet and have several seats. Your son can't even afford the shit. So what are you even talking about? Now that's the kind of woman you don't take it a step further with. Cause she on some bullshit. Your son can't even afford it right now. What are you talking about? You're having the wrong conversation. The conversation she should be having with her son is, go to school so you can get a good paying job, or so that you can start your own business, so that you can afford to take these women out to a restaurant. Because I guarantee you, a woman that does not allow you to take her to the Red Lobster or take you to McDonald's, I guarantee you that that is the caliber of woman that you are going to want to stay with. Okay? So if a woman is allowing you, you making six figures, and a woman allows you to take her to the fucking Fridays or goddamn Red Lobster or some shit like the fucking Cheesecake Factory or the Spaghetti Factory, then that's not the bitch you want to be with. And she ain't got no class about herself. So where a woman is allowing you to take her shows what kind of class she has. Now, I would take me for example. Right now, in this day and age, in this stage of my life, and the age that I am, nigga, take me to Fridays. take can put, yes, take, I will definitely go to the Red Lobster. I sure will. Give me that 12-ounce steak and that fucking lobster and some shrimp. I sure will. But I'm not dating for marriage. I'm not dating to have a long-term relationship with a man. I'm just out looking to hang out and have fun because my old ass don't get out that much, right? But I'm not looking to you know, do all these I'm not looking to do a merger with a man. So yeah, we can go walk the strip. We can, we could go mountain climbing or some shit like that. But when you're talking about a young woman that is before the prime of her life or in the prime of her life, girl, don't accept no motherfucking Red Lobster Fridays and McDonald's days and Burger King and shit like that. No, fuck all that. If that's all he want to do, no, not at all. Not at all. Only old bras like me is taking Red Lobster Red Lobster and Friday dates. Because we are, unless now if I was looking to get married again, you know what I'm saying, I would be a different story. But I'm not looking to get married. If I was looking to get married again, it would be different. Like I said, I'm not looking for a merger. But if I was looking for a merger, then yeah, I'm not going to the motherfucking Red Lobster. I'm sorry. You're not going to embarrass my old ass like that. But, anyway, it's neither here nor there. Okay, so you are who she talking about. Let's not even. No, ma'am. Uh, I always take my leftovers. So I agree. I'm not rich, so I'm not wasting. But first dates need to be 50-50 nowadays. I pay not only my bill, but my boyfriend bill 3 years later, married and pay for nothing. Well, here's the deal. You see, when you're going 50-50 on a date, right? It's not a date, it's a hangout. Y'all might as well have gone to the arcade. Okay, 50-50 on a date. It's not a date, it's a hangout. Okay, right? If a guy invites you out, he pays. If you invite him out, you pay. Did y'all hear me? If he invites you out, he pays. If you invite him out, you pay. But you're not going to invite me somewhere and you want to get paying my draws and I'm about to pay for my own date. I'm about to pay for my half. No, sir. I'm letting you know right now. No, sir. No, I will not. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to go because if I want to take myself out to eat, it's not going to be here. So I don't even want to go. Right? I don't even want to go because I'm going to take my little 50-50 portion and I don't know. I'm gonna go buy me some oxtails or some shit like that. I don't even want to go. No. Um. Of course, he knew he had a good thing with you paying for his dinner. Right. I'm not paying. No. Mm-mm. These women, they're crazy. Okay. So sounds like you live with your mom. I don't know who that person is talking to. You said nothing wrong. I don't know how some of these people raise their children, and I stay going to restaurants, um, movies, and skating as a kid. I did the same with my children, and when my son started to date their girlfriends, hung out over my house, or they were over their house. I spoke with their parents and been to a few homes. So when my sons mentioned the first time going to a restaurant, they already knew prices and there. This woman is beyond all this. She's not on the high school thing, right? She's not on the high school thing to where you guys come over and hang. I know this we talking about grown folks dating. We're not talking about child dating, grown folks dating. But then if you really think about it, the majority of people in this world aren't dating their high school sweetheart. They're not dating their college sweetheart because if they were, we wouldn't be going through all this right now. Right? If you are still with somebody that you were with in high school, it means that when he got his money up, you damn well know you already going to have the finer things in life. There is no let me see. Let me see if I like her. You already know y'all high school sweethearts, y'all college sweethearts. So what are you talking about? Right? But it's this day and age to where these niggas is running around here trying to get in everybody's panties for free or breadcrumbing them and giving them the bare minimum. And if you are a woman that's looking to have a future with a man, you're not going to accept that. You're not going to accept that. And nor would I tell my son to give you that. Because, mind you, if this is a woman that he's gonna be with, and you up here talking about don't do X, Y, and Z at his mama as his mama, how often you think you're gonna see your grandkids? Because his woman is not gonna like you. You all on TikTok talking about don't do this and talking about how lazy people are and different things of that nature. These women that going you're not gonna see your grandkids. They're not gonna want to have nothing to do with your diarrhea mouth nagging. She has some facts, but she also added things that doesn't matter, and I think that's where people disagree. Exactly. Exactly. Examples. Doggy bag. So if I order a cheeseburger or we and I only eat half of it, why would you rather the food go in the garbage? It would be better to take home or give to homeless. Anything is better than throwing away. Shit, give it to the dog. Same time, no one should order two meals. Let's say a cheeseburger and a chicken meal, one for now and one for later. Now that's 100 right there. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I have been on a date with a man that said, "Do you want to order something for yourself later?" Right? That's the kind of man I want because he has foresight. He's thinking of your future. Okay. Hallelujah. 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 Praise the Lord. When a man says, "Did you want to order something for yourself later?" then you can say, "No, what you trying to do? Get me fat?" Right? Then you kindly, politely turn it down. Well, no, I'll just take these leftovers here and finish this meal. And if he says, don't worry about that. We're about to go over so and such. And if you hungry, then I'll get you something else. Right? The man is leading. So when you decide, if he say it's okay to leave the shit behind, leave the shit behind. If you want to take a doggy bag and he don't mind, then go ahead and take a doggy bag. But a lot of times, men, a classy man, he's concerned about the appearance he's giving off. With you packing a doggy bag, it's like, look, ma'am, um, we ain't here with no kids. So you don't need to take a doggy bag for these kids later. You're making me look bad. You're making me look broke. You're making me look like I'm making you take this food home because we can't really afford it. So we got to make sure we don't leave it behind and we eat all of it. Sometimes it's the man, it's the impression that, he wants to give off. Right? And especially if he frequents that spot, bitch, he's not about to let you take no doggy bag. Do you know how many women I brought up in this restaurant and paid for them and not let them take? You're not gonna embarrass me like that. You have these waitresses and waiters thinking I can't pay for this meal or I'm spending out of my budget to where we're not gonna be able to afford nothing later. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She talks about not asking a man to take you somewhere your father doesn't. Well, if your dad's dead before you're born or a fucking deadbeat, that's not her fault. So in that aspect, then not even MCDS is okay to go to. Well, like I said, you're not basing your life with a man on what your father did for you. You're basing your life according to what your father did with your mother, what your father did for your mother, how well your father took care of your mother, right? So yes, your dad, he bought you clothes, he bought you shoes, he paid for X, Y, and Z. Okay. So yes, that's another example that he is setting for the type of man that you should have. But he ain't taking you the baby, let me take you to $150 restaurant so I can show you how. No, I'm taking your mama so I can show you how a man is supposed to treat you. This is how I'm treating your mama. Come on now. Now, if your dad only takes you to fine dining, then what should a girl expect? I think what the lady in the video is saying is lost. Some people get in, some don't. But what I think she means and would be 100 correct is don't be out first dates or for getting to know each other. Well, see, like I said, how many fucking first dates are you doing? Are you doing 50 first dates with Adam Sandler? Are you doing 51st? You're doing too many dates, right? You're doing too many dates with too many women. Now, if you was doing 51st dates with your woman, then that's fine. But these men out here dating for the coochie. And I don't know how many of y'all women, that's looking for a relationship, that's looking for something long term. How long is y'all gonna let these men take you to Red Lobster and the Cheesecake Factory and the Spaghetti Factory and then get some coochie? How long y'all gonna do that? Right? Why, women are gonna have to change their mindsets, right? Stop going out with these men that's not looking for nothing but a good time, but you're looking for something more. So if when you have that conversation, those two, three, four, five, six conversations over the phone with him that you should be having before you go out on a date with him to see where his mindset is at. If his mindset is not where you want it to be, then you shouldn't even go out with him at all in the first doggone place. But this is what our moms are. Your mom is not telling you because it's not about dating nowadays. It's about getting these bills taken care of. That's all it's about. It's about getting these bills taken care of. So I'm gonna just read a few more. You clearly don't get the message, and it shows. No, we get the message. We get the message, but it's a message that's too that he ain't there yet. He not there yet for that message. He ain't even got no money. Just like these men be talking about, oh yeah, I ain't getting married, so she could take half of my money and get child support and get spouse support, and the nigga ain't even got no money. You looking too far in the future, son. And then what are you doing right now that's you're guaranteed to have all this money to be able to give somebody half and pay child support and pay spousal support? What are you doing with yourself right now? Nothing. So, stop being delusional. Okay, that means you're just a broke, insecure old lady that doesn't appreciate their partner, and that's okay. Not everyone can be a decent human being. Mm. Absolutely not. Have you not seen this woman who got upset because her date was trying to take her to Cheesecake Factory? A lot of ladies accept dates now just to go eat and expect a man to spend a lot of money. um it's unreasonable. No, it's not unreasonable. Motherfucker, I'm hungry. That's why I didn't eat all goddamn day, so that I can go out on this fucking date and eat. Otherwise I could have stayed home and had some noodles, sir. So you mean to tell me on Friday or on Thursday night or Friday, let's say Friday, you called me and you said you want to take me out to eat tomorrow, which is Saturday night, and you want me to be ready by 8, and you're going to take me to get something to eat. Motherfucker, that means I'm going to starve myself all day so that I can have some room for the fucking food, stupid. Really? I mean, people are stupid. People are truly, truly stupid. So you want to take me out on a date. You don't want me to waste the food. You want me to eat the food. So I'm gonna have to starve myself all fucking day. Hell, goddamn, yeah, I'm gonna be hungry by the time we get to the restaurant, and it better be something good. I'm not eating the fucking Cheesecake Factory. It's nasty. How about that? The food is nasty. How about that? I've been here on several days before, and I don't like the menu choices. And when you get the food, it's fucking nasty. So how about that? But I just don't want to say that. Some people do like the Cheesecake Factories. My taste buds don't. How about that? So what's wrong with that? Right? Tell me where we going. Tell me that you plan on taking me to the Cheesecake Factory so I can give you my experiences there. I do not like the Cheesecake Factory. The food is bland. The service sucked when I went 2 months ago. Okay? So tell don't I mean listen, expensive restaurant means good food. Oh my god, the steak is so tender. Oh wow. Oh my god, this brownie and vanilla ice cream. Oh my god, it's banging. Like where they get this from? Who made this? Can you tell the chef uh bless him cuz the damn food was so good. Okay? Expensive restaurant, and I'll just say the expensive restaurant means some good damn food. Oh my god, it's exquisite. Oh my god. The wine is on point. It's not cheap. Come on now. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. You go to the fucking Cheesecake Factory. Goddamn place is nasty. Okay, that's such an ignorant and racist based comment. This video has absolutely nothing to do with black white culture or whatever. It's about a mama standing up and watching out for her son. I disagree with Samantha too, but to say she can't comment on black culture is ridiculous. I don't know Samantha's comment. Uh this was Samantha. Absolutely not. Have you not seen this woman who got upset because her date was trying to take her to Cheesecake Factory? A lot of ladies accept dates now just to go eat and expect a man to spend a lot of money. It's unreasonable. Uh, oh, I don't know. It wasn't racist, but I don't know. But anyway, like I said, if you're taking me out to eat, that means I'm starving myself all day, stupid. Now, if you say you're taking me to the movies and you're not taking me to dinner, then I'm going to eat. And then you're gonna come pick me up for the movies, and then I'll have some popcorn, some candy, or some ice cream and a fucking soda. But if you say you want to take me to dinner and then take me to the movies, I'm not fucking eating all day. I'm gonna have room for the fucking meal. Stupid. These men and this mother act like bitches don't have no food. They act like we ain't got no fucking food. That the only time we eat is when a man take us out to dinner. How stupid. How stupid of a mindset that these people in society nowadays have. Bitch, I got plenty of food. Okay? I could go buy me a motherfucking steak right now. It's goddamn 12-ounce steak and a fucking lobster and all the fixings. I can go on YouTube and figure out how to make a fucking whole seafood boil. I could have that right now. What the fuck you mean? I just want you to buy me a meal so I can eat. Bitch, don't nobody need your food. What you want is you need my coochie. How about that? That's the real. I don't need you to buy me no damn food, but what you do need is my coochie. How about that? So let's, no. No. That is ridiculous. Kind of a joke. I pay for my stuff, but I'd never go out with a guy and ask him to pay for me or even allow it. Who is this? Miss Weber. You might as well stay the fuck home then. Okay? You might as well stay or take yourself out. Right? You and then let one of them what do they call those hobosexuals come live with you since you gonna pay for every damn thing. That's just silly. There's just some women out here that just don't know how to be taken care of by a man. You gotta make these men take care of you, or they not gonna do a damn thing. They gonna do to you what you allow them to do. So if your standards are so low, they're happy. Oh, I ain't gotta do nothing but buy this girl some damn a Subway sandwich. Oh my God, you mean to tell me this she gonna pay all the fucking bills and I can just come live with her and I ain't got to do shit? No, they're gonna run over you. They're not gonna appreciate that. Men appreciate when you make them do what the fuck it is they supposed to do because that's what they mama had to do. So they gonna feel like you don't give a damn about them if you're not making them do what they supposed to. You gotta make these men do what they supposed to do, especially if they're not conditioned to already do it. You gotta make them. No, you gonna no you gonna pay these bills. Okay, well then how the bills gonna get paid? Okay, well, I'll be with my mama. Where you gonna be? And then he be like, "Oh shit, you right. I guess I gotta pay it." Right. Well, what you cooking tonight? What you buying? What you buying for me to cook? Did you go look in the freezer? It's some ready-made chicken nuggets in there and some corn on the cob. You want that? No. Okay, well, when we going grocery shopping? You gotta shit. That part. When did taking leftovers make you appear to be poor? That's right. That's insane. That's insane. Definitely does. Her coddling her son isn't doing him any favors. No, it's actually not because she's giving out the wrong advice at the wrong time. Or she's giving out advice at the wrong time. Now, if your son actually has some money and he came to you and he's like, damn, mom, I done took four bras out to dinner this month and they all wanted to go to expensive restaurants. Like, what the fuck is it with this area? Like, are all these bitches on the same, all these bras on the same page? Then your mom gonna be like, hell yeah. So stop, uh, pick one, or you know what I'm saying, get to know one before you start spending money on her at an expensive restaurant. So that's when you tell your son if he don't know how to date, he didn't have a man in the home to teach him how to date, then you gonna have to teach him according to how you dated or how you feel he should be dated in this day and age and not get suckered, by these women. And you know it as you grow as a woman and you've dated and gotten married and different things of that nature, and you're up with the times, you're understanding what's going on, and you should be so you can help your son. So what I would tell my son is I would say, hey, listen, talk on the phone with the female for a few days. You know what I'm saying? Get to know her birthday, get to know her favorite color, get to know what her favorite food is, get to know, do she like to wear heels or tennis shoes? Do she like to wear shorts or pants, or does she like to wear dresses or skirts? How does she dress? Ask her to send you a couple of pictures in one of her in a fancy dress if she have one, and then ask her to send you a picture of her in her most hoochiest mama look, right? Because you want to know if this bitch know how to dress up. You want to. This is how you get to know the female before you even spend money on her. So I would say no. Get to know where her dad is, where her mom is. Does she got any sisters or brothers? Does she have any children? You want to know all these things because then, if you like what she's saying now, guess what? Hallelujah. You know how to plan for a day. Well, her favorite meal is spaghetti. So I know this nice little fancy restaurant that they got some real good spaghetti, right? They got nice wine that goes with it, different things of that nature. And then, oh, she said her favorite color was purple. So I might want to go out and buy her a little purple bear or something, or some purple flowers, right? Um, Different things. I mean, come on now, you motherfuckers, y'all don't even know what the broad like. You don't even know how to plan for the date because you don't know anything about her. All you know is she got a fat ass and some big titties. How do you know where to take a fat ass and some big titties? How do you know what color a fat ass and some big titties like? You don't. You know nothing about this woman because your main goal is to get to the coochie. And that's all you thinking about. You don't even give a fuck what her favorite color is. You don't give a goddamn what kind of food what's her favorite food. You don't give a shit about none of that. You're trying to get to the coochie. Okay, so nigga, you want to skip all that to get to the coochie? Okay, then we're gonna skip all these breadcrumbing little bullshit dates and we're gonna get right to the big one. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Nigga, you want to skip over getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to know if I like you and you like me. We're gonna skip all that. Okay, then nigga, we going to the $150 date. That's where we going. All right, so the leftovers was just an example. She was speaking more so on the mindset of the individual and their intention. No, like I said, ma'am, I done starved myself all day for this date. Shit, I'm hungry. You goddamn right, I'm hungry. Why should a teenager or a young man under 20 be taking a girl out for steak on a first date? That's a no. But my son will pay because that is what he should do. Well, yeah. If I mean, you're not even you're in this expensive restaurant. You're not even old enough to be in here. At 20 years old, you can't even buy wine. You can't even have wine with your dinner. You got to have a soda or some water. So who does that? You're not even adult enough for the environment. So this, I mean, this is just it's just BS. I think she just wanted to get on here and try to go viral. I wonder if she got some other videos out. She gonna be saying some more foolishness. Just food. Y'all buy them $200 shoes to play in. We was young men can't try to please the women we're interested in. Black women say we don't respect them, don't protect them, but when we try to love and like them, it's issues like this that come up. It's silly, and y'all women have to realize your son ain't your husband. Let him like who he likes, and as long as he treats her good, you should have no problem. Double standards. I bet that mama ain't got a husband or a man at the house. She in her son's business way too much to do so. She is. And she is. She calling herself protecting her son. But at the end of the day, ma'am, are you gonna lay down with him? Because that's all you're doing is you're blocking him. You're cock blocking, I'll basically say. You're cock blocking, and for no good reason, because you're not even preparing him for the world. I could see if you were cock blocking because you say, no, son, you got to get yourself together first. So you ain't even got no money to be taking no women, I don't know, um, or no expensive dates. You need to get yourself together right now. That's what she's supposed to be doing. But anyway, yeah, these comments are pretty much going to repeat themselves and keep saying the same thing over and over again. Yeah, you can take a doggy bag, and I'll take a doggy bag if I want to. And she's right, and she's wrong, and this, that, and the third. Yeah, mom, you're too invested in a wrong thing, and your son ain't even got no money. Okay, and if he do, he's still too young for the environments that we're talking about. Okay. So if a woman is dating your young son, let's be real. Is she gonna even expect that he knows how to take her to this caliber of a restaurant? Fuck no. So if I was young and I was dating this young guy and he wanted to take me to the Red Lobster, I'd be like, okay, yeah. But if you're in your 30s or your 40s and I'm in my late 20s, bitch, I'm not going to no Red Lobster. You better take me somewhere nice. Because I know you took that other woman somewhere nice. Now you want to come take me to the fucking Red Lobster. What you do with the money? What you do with the money? But yeah, no, if we're young, then I'm not gonna expect you to take me to an expensive restaurant. But this is when you're dating an older man that you're expecting that he doesn't even want to go to the damn Red Lobster. What the fuck? You know? Anyway, um, just feel free to comment. Let me know what y'all think. And I'm going to get up out of here because I got a few things to do. But anyway, it was nice being on here once again, Subo, and I miss you. Okay, guys, bye.